1000 LB Sisters. These red flags prove Tammy Slaton isn't the hero everyone thinks she is. Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. 1000 LB Sisters star. Tammy Slaton is not the hero she is made out to be, as her red flags prove this. 1000 LB Sisters Season 7 recently wrapped up, after airing 9 episodes. Season 7 featured all of Tammy's siblings, Misty Slaton Wentworth, Chris Combs, Amanda Halterman, and Amy Slaton. Originally, Tammy and Amy were the focus of the show, but it expanded to include the rest of their family, as their family dynamics and drama proved interesting. Furthermore, Misty, Chris, and Amanda, in addition to Amy, had bariatric surgery to improve their health and have seen success. Chris was the first of the bunch to get skin removal surgery, and it greatly improved his life. Tammy really wanted to get skin removal surgery as well, as she lost over 500 pounds, but she was protein deficient and also had an issue with vaping. However, Tammy was able to overcome both obstacles and was approved for skin removal. The doctors took 15 pounds of excess skin from Tammy's face, neck, arms, and lower abdomen. While Tammy has come a long way, she still has red flags that shouldn't be ignored or overshadowed by her positive edit. At her heaviest, Tammy weighed 725 pounds and had a slew of medical issues including lung, thyroid, blood pressure, and mobility problems. She didn't start helping herself until Season 3, when a medical emergency landed her in a coma on life support. It was only after that that Tammy was willing to enter a weight loss rehab center, one which she had left prematurely before, and stuck to her program, that she was able to get approved for bariatric surgery. After the surgery, Tammy was able to drop the significant weight she did, and then was able to return home. Since coming home, Tammy continued with her diet and exercise routines and maintained her weight loss, which turned her into an icon and hero. Tammy has overcome her morbid obesity and all the complications that came with it, and she is still advocating for bariatric journeys, skin removal, and mental health, making her a distinguishing figure in reality TV and the weight loss communities. In Season 7, Tammy's love life and new relationship with Andrea Dalton were explored and made Tammy an even more sympathetic figure. Tammy fell in love in weight loss rehab and married Caleb Willingham during her stay. Sadly, Caleb passed away due to complications with his obesity in June 2023, leaving Tammy a widow. Therefore, her foray back into dating was a notable action. Not to mention Tammy, who has always identified as pansexual, is now with a woman. 1000 LB Sisters Season 7 has given Tammy an overly positive edit for how many red flag actions and behaviors she presented in the past. Her hero edit is unjust given how she's acted throughout the series, including with her bad picker when it comes to partners. Tammy, 38 and a Leo, had a horrible attitude when she debuted in 1000 LB Sisters, and for many seasons up until this latest one. She had dubbed herself Queen Tammy, a moniker that her family also adopted given the way Tammy would act. Tammy was extremely entitled in the earlier seasons. Amy had to endure the brunt of Tammy anger and attacks as they lived next door to each other, and Amy took care of Tammy the most when she was at her heaviest before rehab. Tammy was remarkably mean to Amy despite how much Amy helped her. Tammy always wanted what she requested when she wanted it, and threw fits when her requests weren't fulfilled fast enough. Tammy used intimidation, strong language, and anger to dominate those around her, even though she could barely help herself. Queen Tammy has always had a temper, and it was hidden or masked in 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, which painted Tammy in an unrealistic light. It's possible Tammy has a better attitude because her life has improved, but her personality was marked by her temper, lack of patience, and demanding nature. While Tammy's inflammatory and cutting personality was on the back burner in Season 7 in favor of a wholly positive and transformative edit, there were red flags to pick up on, namely, Tammy's refusal to drive. Tammy tried riding a tractor but barely gave it a chance before claiming she was scared and giving up. Because Tammy doesn't drive and is unwilling to step up her maturity and life skills, the duty falls most often on Chris. Chris has a full-time job and his own family to worry about, but frequently has to drop everything or take off work to drive Tammy to places. Now that Tammy has the ability, she should get her driver's license and be more independent. By continuing to rely on her family for things she can do herself, she is making it harder on everyone, something a hero wouldn't do. Tammy has been fortunate enough to be blessed with a loving and supportive family. Despite the squabbles they get into, they always go out of their way to be there for one another. But it seems like they are always for Tammy, and she isn't there for them as much. Tammy takes advantage of the lengths her family will go to see her healthy and happy, because she needs a lot of help and support. 1000 LB Sisters had underscored Tammy's bad behavior, hot temper, and demanding nature, but her edit in Season 7 was a far cry from her usual self. Tammy's red flags are still there. They are just currently being masked so she can have a hero edit. Now that Tammy Slaton has achieved her weight loss goals, it seems like the ideal time for the network to end 1000 LB Sisters. Tammy, a 38-year-old Kentucky native, made her debut on reality TV in 2020 alongside her sister, Amy Slaton, to document her body makeover. While Tammy struggled to improve her diet in the early seasons, she began to prioritize her health after experiencing a health scare in 2022. She decided to turn her life around and enrolled in a rehab center, where she successfully lost weight and then underwent bariatric surgery. Between 2023 and 2025, Tammy faced and conquered several emotional challenges. Following the passing of her husband, Caleb Willingham, she took the brave step of re-entering the dating scene. Tammy also dedicated herself to managing her cravings and continued losing weight. By 2024, Tammy made the decision to undergo skin removal surgery, only to be advised by her doctor to wait and give up smoking first. Finally, in 2025, Tammy was deemed ready for the surgery. In 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, she underwent the risky procedure, completing her weight loss transformation with newfound confidence. There are several reasons why it's an opportune time for the network to wrap up 1000 LB Sisters, but the most glaring one is the completion of Tammy's physical transformation. Tammy and Amy's goals were to become healthier by losing weight. They joined 1000 LB Sisters to document their weight loss journeys and share their struggles along the way. While Amy experienced rapid progress in her weight loss journey, Tammy faced challenges in achieving the same results. Therefore, she emerged as the main protagonist and a key reason many viewers tuned in each week. It took Tammy a significant amount of time to transform her body. She underwent bariatric surgery in mid-2022 and lost over 500 pounds in 3 years. Most recently, she underwent a skin removal procedure, completing her weight loss transformation. Tammy has achieved all the goals she set in 2020, successfully showcasing the ups and downs of her physical transformation. The conclusion of Tammy and Amy's fitness journeys has left 1000 LB Sisters without a plot, so there is no reason for the network to renew the show. Similar to Tammy, Amy also had fitness goals when she first appeared on TV. She aspired to become a mother, but was unable to do so due to her size. Without wasting time, Amy focused on losing weight naturally until she was approved for bariatric surgery. After losing weight, she ultimately became pregnant with her first child, Gage, in 2020, followed by her second child, Glenn, in 2022. Unfortunately, Amy's life took a turn after her divorce from her husband, Michael Halterman. The sudden end of her marriage gave her a new motivation to continue sharing her journey on TV. In 2024, Amy finally found love with her new boyfriend, Brian Lavorne, and started envisioning a future with him, including thoughts of starting a family. In 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, Amy accepted Brian's proposal and made plans to marry him. Sharing the joyous news with her fans, she expressed her happiness at having found the right person. Amy's engagement to Brian symbolizes a new chapter in her life, as the couple aims for a peaceful and happy life together. It's now the perfect time for Amy to focus on moving forward, leaving her time on 1000 LB Sisters behind her. A few years ago, 1000 LB Sisters stood out as a unique show, captivating viewers with its intense drama and compelling storylines. However, as of June 2025, the show seems to have lost its charm and originality. Tammy and Amy's once memorable moments have been replaced by lackluster content, leaving many viewers feeling a bit underwhelmed and seeking entertainment elsewhere. The show appears to have become easily forgettable, unable to compete with other more engaging shows. It's no longer the must-watch sensation it once was. It can be easily overshadowed by newer, more exciting options ready to fill its time slot. As of 2025, TLC has no shortage of shows that can replace 1000 LB Sisters. One such show is 1000 LB Roomies, which is essentially the same as 1000 LB Sisters, but with 2 new cast members who are still in the initial phase of their weight loss journeys. 1000 LB Roomies has a lot more to offer fans than 1000 LB Sisters. Therefore, it would be a logical step for the network to conclude its old show in favor of investing the same focus on the new one. Concluding 1000 LB Sisters will also allow the network to bring viewers to 1000 LB Roomies. Some viewers may argue that Tammy still has an interesting journey ahead of her, as it may take a few more years for her to fully recover from the skin removal surgery and possibly undergo more surgery to boost her confidence. If there's enough fan support, the network might consider ending 1000 LB Sisters to give Tammy her own spin-off, following in the footsteps of other reality TV stars who have received their own spin-offs. A miniseries could provide Tammy with a platform to share her fitness updates with her fans in an engaging way. For instance, Amy's sister-in-law, Brittany Combs, has embarked on a weight loss journey to improve her health and potentially start a family. A spin-off featuring Brittany and Amy's brother Chris Combs could be an interesting idea. The spin-off could also follow Amanda Halterman's fitness transformation and her new romance with Leonard Moore. Paying homage to 1000 LB Sisters, the network could potentially name the spin-off 1000 LB Siblings. Dr. Smith recently shared a video on June 27, 2025, sharing about plastic surgery. He opened up about helping thousands of patients, including Tammy and her brother Chris. Dr. Smith shared his thoughts on how weight loss surgery is the first step. After that, skin removal surgery is most people's next step. He discussed 3 things that people need to keep in mind while going through the transformation. He captioned the post with these 3 things and mentioned, "Find a plastic surgeon who understands massive weight loss. Keep doing the work. Your habits matter now more than ever. Be mentally prepared. Healing is more than skin deep. Transformation doesn't end with the scale. Keep going. Win today." 1000 LB Sisters viewers must have seen Dr. Smith during Tammy's various visits on the show. In his recent video, he shared his experience as a surgeon who has gone through helping thousands of patients over the years. I quote, "We've seen thousands of people over the years have skin removal and plastic surgery after their weight loss journey. And most recently, the journey of first Chris and now Tammy. It's an extremely exciting time for people because it's almost like that final stamp on their journey of like, I've put all this hard work," said Dr. Smith. He mentioned how loose skin is formed after weight loss. It is a final surgical mark at the end of the journey. He also said that it was important, and for that he shared 3 things that everyone should keep in mind. For the first pointer, he said, a board-certified plastic surgeon should be chosen for the surgery. Someone who has specialized and trained on doing plastic surgery. The reason behind that was to get the best result possible and get the best outcome. What can you do to make sure you have the best outcome possible? Nutrition. We, as bariatric surgeons, preach the importance of vitamin replacement, supplementation, and optimizing your nutrition. Healing is optimal only when you optimize your nutrition. Further, Dr. Smith mentioned how having the large incision would increase the risk of wounds coming apart. To ensure such doesn't happen, having nutrition is essential. For that, he stated that eating good, whole, healthy foods would help with the healing. For the third point, Dr. Smith talked about the mental approach to plastic surgery. He also noted how not everyone can afford to go through plastic surgery. He also talked about the mental health standpoint. He also shared how patients should get to know more about the surgery from their respective surgeons before going through the procedure. 1000 LB Sisters star Tammy Slaton has confirmed her engagement to girlfriend Andrea just months after their relationship went public. Tammy, 38, let the news slip while speaking on the Creative Chaos podcast this week. When talking about her relationship, the reality star referred to Andrea as her fiancée, stopping the host in his tracks. Tammy blushed as she confirmed the exciting news and held up her sparkling engagement ring. My fiancé, we kind of just chill at home," Tammy began. That's when the host jumped in. "Hold on, you said fiancé?" The news came as a shock to the host and to Tammy's millions of fans. During the interview, Tammy was wearing her necklace with Andrea's name on it. To the host's surprise, she then held up her hand to show off her silver engagement ring. 1000 LB Sisters star Tammy Slaton confirms her engagement to girlfriend Andrea on the Creative Chaos podcast. "Have mercy, that is so cute," said the host. Tammy confirmed she and Andrea had been together for almost 3 years now. While Tammy didn't reveal any of the details of just how the proposal happened, hopefully viewers will get more insight on the next season of 1000 LB Sisters. The news comes just months after the pair went public with their relationship, ahead of season 7 of the hit reality show. In May 2025, Tammy took to TikTok to post a selfie taken with Andrea, marking the first time Tammy shared a joint photo with her new partner. "You know, I never found love until I looked into your eyes," Tammy wrote. Season 7 of the reality show lifted the lid on Tammy's relationship with Andrea. In fact, cameras filmed the moment they went on their first ever date at a bowling alley. In a Season 7 episode of 1000 LB Sisters, Andrea explained how she and Tammy came into each other's lives. "Tammy and I met on a dating app. I had just got on there. I wasn't on there very long. I saw her, and she saw me, and we just started talking, and it's been like every day since." Andrea hasn't shared many details about professional or personal life and doesn't appear to have a social media account of her own. Fans only snippets of Andrea have come from the show and what Tammy has shared of her on social media. "All we do know is that Andrea appears to make Tammy very happy. Andrea is beautiful. I like everything about her," Tammy said. "I do have feelings for Andrea, but right now we're just taking things slow, day by day." Before Tammy made her relationship with Andrea official, she expressed concerns that her family wouldn't be accepting of her dating a woman. Her relationship with Andrea was Tammy's first connection since the death of her husband Caleb Willingham in June 2023. The 38-year-old, who previously came out as pansexual, shared that she wants to take a new approach to dating. After Caleb's passing, "I just don't want to be with a man anymore," Tammy told cameras. Then in January 2024, months after Caleb's passing, Tammy shared a new update with fans about her dating preferences. "I was saying I was pansexual, but I kinda stopped messing with guys after my husband passed," she said in a TikTok video. "So I'm like a lesbian." While Tammy was excited for this new chapter, she wasn't sure how her family would take her relationship news. "So I haven't told my family because my family's gonna have something to say about it," Tammy said. "I don't know how my family's gonna react when I tell them I'm seeing a woman." Many 1000 LB Sisters fans are voicing their concern for Amy Slaton after seeing her current living situation with Brian Lovern. Amy, who once weighed over 400 pounds in 2019, made the decision to undergo bariatric surgery in hopes of losing weight and starting a family. She began working towards her fitness goals in Season 1, and over the past 5 years, she has made significant progress towards her weight loss goals. Amy gave birth to 2 sons and ended her unhealthy marriage to Michael Halterman. Eventually, she found love with Brian, who proposed to her in 2024.